G'day, welcome back. I hope you're doing okay. Big thanks for you guys for tuning in, and big thanks for everyone that's subscribed. You've got me under the pump now. So anyway, I've got a few ideas of what we might do during the next few videos. I sort of want to encourage you guys as well, and to be honest, I hope you got something done on your project during the week. Look, if you didn't, completely understand. Point in case, we've stalled on this a bit just due to work, but been there, done that. It's sometimes we get a bit bogged, and I was just thinking with my intro, you might have noticed there's two words there. A big thanks to Ben, my nephew, who's helped me with that. Don't think I've been able to pull that together. Big thanks to him. There was a generic car intro that we pulled off, and it had a whole heap of words in it actually, and a fair few of them that over described my talent, to be honest. We left two, insights and restoration. Now the insight part of it, I felt like, well, that's personal, and that comes from your own journey, which I feel like I can share those. And the restoration part, so I've done a couple of restorations, so I felt like, yeah, look, I think I can talk on that a little, because there is a lot of guys out there who do it professionally, and hats off to you guys because you're amazing at it. But not everyone's in that space, so, and a lot of guys do their restorations at home, just like I'm doing. So might share some of that stuff, but I also want to encourage you guys. It's not much good watching me and not getting a little prompt to try and get your stuff done, because it brings us fellas and girls a lot of satisfaction. Well, that's what it's meant to do. Hey, last week I talked about some patch panels that I was hoping to launch. We've done it. They're now available on Astal Design, and I thought I'd show you before we get to our next video of trying to get this ute to start. So bear with me, I'll grab the phone. Now you might remember I was talking about they took a little while to get here. There's the pile. It's it has trial and error, they say. Anyway, these are the tops of your A-pillars. So now this came about from you guys. I posted a picture on Facebook about the one I was fixing. Where is it? It's here. That's it there. I'll show you the picture. And you guys reached out and said, look, would you make me some? And to be honest, I've never done anything like this before. So with a little bit of oversight with Howard, we've come up with a final revision, and you'll notice they're tack welded, they're tigged. We figured if you guys are in this deep into this part of your car, you know how to weld, or you're going to need to know how to weld, or you'll end up knowing how to weld real good by the time you get to the end of it. And you probably don't need me spending the time, you know, finishing that off. It's probably a waste of your money paying me to do it, because I reckon you can do it. And we want to keep them really reasonably priced. So they're 190 each, available singly, left or right, or in a pair, 380 plus the postage from Astal Design. So there they are. I hope they are of use to you guys, because it's really been driven by you guys' interest. Now, that's what they would generally look like, and to be honest, that's probably a good one. I've seen plenty of worse ones. There they are there. Yeah, so Howard said there's quite a lot of interest for A-pillar stuff, and if you're not familiar with it, it sits right there. That sits up like that, and you would have seen a lot of guys out there trying to fix that part. It's usually a mess. So it sits there. Would be handy if a bloke could make this bottom part too one day. Coming. It's a little bit more complicated. There's a light switch here that's got to be pressed, and this bit here needs to be pressed, so we're still working on that one. That's to come another day. So look, they're here. I hope look, I hope they're of use to you guys, really. It's time will tell. So yeah, there they are. Look them up. Still Design on his website. Anyway, let's get to see this ute go. See ya. So you can see we have made a little bit of progress. I've taken the carby off and had a bit of a look inside, and surprisingly it's pretty good in there. I've turned it over and it's not seized, which is good. Got the radiator fastened back in. I've taken all the air horns off, and yeah, it's looking much better. Just going through and putting things back on that need to be there and taking off the things that don't need to be there. So we've taken off the colour-coded house white bumper off the front, which has already improved it. So yeah, getting that. It's coming together all right. I'm a bit surprised that yeah, just when you clean them up a little bit and take all the junk off, they look much better. So I'm quite interested on the plenum. Yeah, pretty good really, considering. I would assume it'll be a bit ordinary underneath it, like they all are, but I got a bit of a clean up of the plates, which look much better now. I didn't go too hard on because I don't really like messing with them too much. But yeah, it's all looking a bit tidier. Now, we had a bit of a look up on the hoist, and yeah, we also took the carpet out and get that open. And would you believe the driver's side is really good. It's like it's had an extra dollop of insulation on this side. A couple of little holes up in the corner there, but much better than I expected. Even the parcel shelf is all quite sound. But on the left hand side, different story. We'll go around there and have a look in a second. But I've got in here and cleaned it up. Again, the right hand side quite nice. Well, I shouldn't say nice. I would say not as bad as I've seen. Left hand side under the tank, got some holes. Would you believe that tank's not too bad? I would even half guess that the gauge might work, I don't know. But anyway, I've hooked that up, hooked the filler back up, and yeah, that's right, to put some fuel in. Yeah, getting there. Seats out. Oh yeah, I'll show you in here again. Yeah, so just out of the road. As you can see, a few holes. And yeah, this side over here's got a few issues, just rusty, but repairable. So, glove box out, couldn't find the build sheet, sadly. But, I don't know, it's looking better already. So, we'll continue to potter. I will continue to muck around here and put the wiring all back together. Just one thing I will have to do is just grab another standard wiring dash loom. I'll take that out of another one and whack that in next. But yeah, we're getting closer to getting some action. So anyway, we'll keep going. Okay, well, just a bit more progress. We've got a little standard 6-cylinder dash loom just in there, just so we can have the lights and maybe get some temp into a cluster. Steering columns back in. We got the coupler off another box and put that on. And yeah, we're not far off kicking it in the guts really. So got a battery in there. I've just got to double check my wiring on the coil. I've hooked up the fuel line and put a new fuel filter on. Yeah, so we're getting there. Okay, so we're getting closer. I thought I should pull this carby apart just to double check before I hooked it up. And I'm sort of glad I didn't. Yeah, she's got a bit of garbage in it, which you'd expect over time. Just sitting, doing nothing, I suppose. So, good find. Was able to get it off without destroying the gasket. Carter, AFB. Not familiar with the carby at all, but yeah, we'll get in and give it a bit of a clean up and put it back together and one step closer. Righto, we've got the carby back together. Hopefully it will seal. And battery in. We've just discovered it turns over, which is great. We have spark. And yeah, we've just tipped 15 litres of fuel in the tank. So we might crank her over and see if we can't get some fuel up in the filter. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll throw you up on the steps up here and we'll see what happens. Goes. And got the fuel in the filter. need a bit more fuel. Check again. Well, there you go. That started much easier than I thought it would. Bit of fuel, spark. Usually does the trick. It actually sounds not too bad. Anyway, I'll have a little bit of a look over it, make sure everything's all right, and then we'll give her a decent fire up. Amazed how well it runs. Crazy. There you go. She's going. Well, that might do it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a bit of fun. Anyway, keep an eye out for the next video. See ya.